Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well out there. Impact Player checking in. Today I want to show off an exciting LCS pickup I had the other day. I walked into the LCS for some supplies, and I came out with my first pre-war vintage pickup. This is a W517 strip card of Mr. Earle Combs, the Hall of Fame center fielder for the New York Yankees. Very exciting card because it's something I never really knew about this set too much before I picked this up, but I could not walk out of there without picking this up because of the price. It was cheaper than a retail blaster box. It's got a blank back on it. Now it was hand cut, so it's a pretty crude cut, but it's all here. I mean, and for a card, let's see if I can get rid of that glare. For a card printed in 1931, it's in fantastic condition. It presents really well, and I think Earle Combs is a really underappreciated player, just like this set is, I believe, this W517 set. Now, the W517 set is believed to be produced, or was produced, by the Exhibit Supply Company, which we're all familiar with, the postcard size cards, but this is a smaller card. It's roughly 3x4, but they were produced in sepia tone images most of the time. There's some other variations, but this is the most common print color of these cards. Now, Combs was the leadoff man of the 1927 Murderers Row Yankees team. I just think that's a cool designation for him, and he actually got inducted to the Hall of Fame as well. So that's pretty awesome card. I love picking these vintage cards up, but for the price that I paid, it's just unreal to have something that in my collection that's in this kind of shape of Hall of Famer that played for the Yankees. So another cool thing about this card is he's card number 1 in the set, and he coincidentally wore number 1 as well, and he was actually the first Yankee to take an at bat with his number on his back. That was in April 18, 1929, and before that the Yankees didn't have any numbers on the back of their uniforms, so that's pretty cool. So just an awesome card, and the more research I do on this set and of this player, he's just a fascinating player, and I can't wait to find some more pickups for this guy. I may actually start PCing him because it seems like he had a pretty big impact on his team, and just seems like an all-around great guy. So I wanted to finish up with this card with this quote. This is something that they talked to Babe Ruth about Combs, and he said that Combs was more than a grand ball player. He was always a first-class gentleman. No one ever accused him of being out drinking, and you'd laugh at the words he'd use instead of cussing. Often he'd sit in his room and read the Bible, for he came from a strict mountaineer family. But Earle, he was all man and a great competitor. So I think that's a pretty cool compliment of a player from that era that got to play with Gehrig and Ruth and Bob Musil and Tony Lazzeri. So I think this is another guy I'm going to try and PC a little bit, just because I think he had a pretty big impact on his team and all the players that played with him and against him. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little piece of history. It's something that wasn't going in there looking for, but walked out of the LCS with, and I'm happy I did. So until next time, guys, let's try and be a blessing out there to somebody, and let's be somebody that makes everybody feel like somebody. Thanks for watching, guys.